this chapter, we have started our discussion with the various components of the blood. In the previous sessions, I have discussed about RBC, WBC. So in this session, we will start our discussion about one more component, that is thrombocytes and platelets. Okay, so these are also the components that is present in the blood of the living organism, that is the vertebrates. Okay, so as RBC and WBC, the platelets and thrombocytes are also found in the living vertebrates. They are more or less similar in function. They both are similar in function. That is, they both are going to help in the process of clotting of the blood. So they both are more or less similar in function. The main process is to help in the clotting of the blood. The only difference that is found between thrombocytes and platelets is the thrombocytes are found in all vertebrate animals, all vertebrates except mammals, whereas the platelets are found in mammals. Blood cells that are found in mammals are called as the platelets, whereas the animals that are other than the mammals, that is the vertebrate animals other than the mammals, they consist of a cells that is responsible for making the blood to clot. Okay, that cells are called as the thrombocytes. Okay, so when we are talking about its shape, they are spindle shape and they have nucleus. So they have a spindle shape and they have a denser nucleus present within them. Okay, whereas when we are talking about the platelets, they are oval shape. Okay, oval shape. As like RBC, they do not have any nucleus. Okay, that is absence of nucleus or enucleated. Okay, they do not possess any nucleus within them. So when we are viewing at the structure of the platelets under a microscope, we see a oval cell into which we see a darker or denser region. Okay, inside of the cell, when we are viewing under a microscope, we see a denser region that is present at the center. Okay, so many are mistaken that this is a nucleus. Okay, many have mistaken that it is a nucleus. It is not a nucleus. It is the accumulation of a cytoplasmic granule. Okay, the cell content, they accumulate themselves and they form a dense structure at the center of the oval shaped cells of the platelets, which gives the appearance of a nucleus. So these cells, they are devoid of nucleus. So few more concepts that you have to know about the platelets. Okay, so when we are talking about the functions, the thrombocytes as well as the platelets, they both are going to play an important role. That is, they are going to play a similar role of clotting up of the blood during some injury. Okay, when the platelets or when the thrombocyte cells are getting damaged, they try to recover immediately by releasing some blood clotting factor. Okay, so this is the major role of this too, but they are given different names as because these cells in the mammals, they do not have nucleus, whereas the cells in all other vertebrates, they have nucleus present in them. So and that is why they have given us thrombocytes that is present in the vertebrates except mammals, and in case of mammals it is represented as the platelets. Okay, am I making it clear? So, okay, fine. So now we will move on to few more additional concepts that you have to know about platelets. So the platelets, so in mammals, so as I said, in mammals the platelets are found. So the platelets are generally produced from the bone marrow cells. that is the red bone marrow cells. So they are in the range of 2 to 3 micron. Okay, they are in the range of, their size varies in the range of 2 to 3 micron. Case of RBC and WBC, we have seen the total cell count, that is how much amount of RBC or WBC cell is present as per towards a particular area. Okay, in the same way, if we are seeing for the cell count of the platelets that is found, it is approximately in the range of 2.5 to 3.5 into 10 power 5 per millimeter cube. Okay, for a particular volume of area, there are around 2.5 to 3.5 into 10 power 5 amount of cells are found. So in the same way, as we have discussed in the previous session, the increase of the cells and the decrease in the cells are given with a certain specialized terms. Okay, as we have discussed for RBC and WBC count, the same way, when the count of the platelets is increasing, it is given with a specialized term, and when the count of the platelets is decreasing, it is given with a specialized term. Okay, we will see what the term is. So when the count of the RBC is increasing, it is called as thrombocytosis. I'm sorry, not RBC, platelets. Okay, so in the same way, when the count of the platelets is decreasing, it is represented as thrombocytopenia. Okay, the two conditions are given based on the increase or decrease of the platelets in the blood cells. So whenever the blood is, okay, that is whenever the platelet is getting damaged, okay, whenever the platelet is getting damaged, it will release a substance called thromboplastin, which helps in the clotting of the blood. So when the platelet cells are getting damaged, they release a substance called thromboplastin, which acts upon the blood and they helps in clotting of the blood cells. So the thrombocytes and platelets, they have a slighter variations based on the structure. Okay, rather than all the functions, both are going to perform a similar function, that is the clotting of the blood. So this is all about the components of the blood. So far we have completed with all the components. So we have discussed about RBC, we have discussed about WBC, we have discussed about plasma, and now we have completed with the platelets and thrombocytes. So in the next segment, we will start up with blood grouping. After that, we will move on to the heart system. Thank you.